with this world, I see it well.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, a pair of rivals from the AFC West between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Having gained up that handful there. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Chargers are going to opt for a 50B 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Has it at the 13. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
At their own 25-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Set.
On carry, this is Najee Harris. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to just one play. And when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Set.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends would get you.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber of defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment in your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder. Get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. And he set up the screen here. It's Harvey. Across the 20, continuing to work. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Lad McConkey. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Plain zone coverage in the NFL. We focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
A 3rd down run with Harris. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through. It's for a touchback. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Next, quick out wide, complete. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun handed off to Harvey. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. It's Harvey straight ahead. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. That's complete to Ingram along the sideline. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Giving this to Harvey. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Nix with it on first. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 13-0 lead. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Play action now for Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Under the pistol to give to Harris. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 49-yard line.
It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. Our score, 14-0. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. Herbert now, blitz coming. They have 2nd. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. At the 20. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver.
And there in Cake, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, we just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Darius Davis to return it. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Harris. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Lion.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First and 10 from the 41. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first.
First down, Chargers.
Running behind center with Harris. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's another Chargers first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Harris, and he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. First down, ball at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tulipulotu in for the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Nice gain left side. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Give up the middle to Harvey. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
It'll be this group's job, watching the film, to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete out to the right. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. And in motion, out of the slot. 1st and 10, give to Harris. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Harris once more. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. It's the Chargers with 3rd and 5. Throwing now, Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Play fake, now Herbert to throw. Catch made. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play with a reliable source of yardage.
Here's Herbert. As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. I'm trying to run it with Harris. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
That's it downfield working the left. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
This QB is making it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers chop some of the lead off before the half. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game. The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. On 1st down, it's Nix. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
That one's cut along the left sideline. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos 31, Chargers 14. Will Lutz to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Slot man motioned over. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. T.J. Watt getting there for the stop. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Tony Harris to start the half. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 29 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
They're working a couple yards past the line. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
This is Harris on 2nd down. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd and 9.
3rd and long for him here. That one's good to McConkey. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Oh, Matt's got it. Look at the power. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Trying to sneak it, Herbert. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. Well, no questioning who won the leverage battle on that snap. They drove them backwards on that sneak.
Yeah, that is about as fast a launch as you're going to see from a defensive line. Almost never see a quarterback sneak go backwards. But that's exactly what this defense just accomplished.
Here's Harris. And they stop it. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the 1st and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. Along the right sideline, there's space. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos push their lead further to start the half.
That explosive run, this guy's right up on the edge of 200 yards, Kate. And with his body of work, it could only take one more carry to cross that mark and suddenly become a very intriguing subplot for the rest of this game. Can he get to 200 plus? We'll get to watch.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
42. Chargers 14. Will Lutz to kick off for the
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Carried by Harris here to stop the drive. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Heads out on the bootleg. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They give now to Najee. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard gain
To the line. Here's third and 3. Herbert from the gun. That one's nabbed by Allen. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Chargers will have a first.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, the Chargers.
Kappa.
Herbert now off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Najee takes this one. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road, and what looked like a very plain play.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Herbert now to throw on third. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Herbert throwing on fourth down. He connects downfield. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They give to Harris from the gun. That run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, Got a nice little gain on the ground.
They're not going to give him an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line. And in it's a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve third down and 4. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Chargers who have it to start the 4th quarter, but this game seems pretty far out of reach for them. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Man in motion here. A 3rd down run with Harris. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
Like the final battle scene from the movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to try and backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. It's Harvey straight ahead. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Makes the catch. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Ball is caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Dropped by the 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
2nd down, give to Harvey. He has room past the 25. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chains moving 2. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds Mims. And this one does not go far.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Yeah, set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Nix from the gun. Has it on the slant. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos put up even more points in a win. Well, this is something we've been monitoring, and it's actually happened for just the 3rd time ever. A player has caught 20 touchdowns in a single season as he joins a couple of the greatest to do it, Jerry Rice and Randy Moss, in this exclusive club. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead.
49. Chargers 21. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
Now run here with Amari on Hampton. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. They'll air it out on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's him bringing up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Hampton gets the handoff. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Big man showing up the yards. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
21.
Hampton. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Trying again with Hampton. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Chargers putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that's...
Yeah. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season. But for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock two more times. So it's a win for the Broncos. Well, we talked about it throughout this contest, Brock. They were already into the playoffs when this one kicked off, but now they're going in with a little extra momentum.
Yeah, momentum, confidence, belief, whatever you want to throw into kind of that recipe. But bottom line, you want to be playing your best football when it matters the most, and they did today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our...
My words and bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama. I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never gotten phone if I knew I would get so attached. I promise that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting till we're yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Truth is, the strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve. Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. Stop, it's starting to get contagious. I have to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that. That's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact. Buzz you up so I can call that appalling.
Can't tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? French tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at a... Been swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets. Young on and ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said it's no fun to blame, but I was not the one to change. I was not the one to save you. You were my everything, now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'm doing anything, I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
He's got tattoos, he's bad news. Yeah, that's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like to cut loose, too. You might think I chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming. Guns and Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Everybody knows my name when I show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do it in my hometown.